Welcome to Roof Rangers. I wanted to just say hi. My name is Trey Venture. I'm the owner, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a background of who we are and what type of company this is, some of our values and things and goals that we're shooting for. We're not just a company that is out to make a profit. We do have goals that we're trying to reach and things that we're trying to do in the community with our employees that we're actually training for and shooting for. So a little bit about me. My dad was in the military, so I grew up on Air Force bases all around the country, and we moved to New Mexico, Florida, Washington, Virginia, and even South Korea. So I got a chance to travel, and I was always, paying attention to the military and how they do things, their level of organization, and procedures that they're always following, and very organized, and end up trying to be the best of the best. So when I created this company, I took those values and I wanted to, do the same types of things in my company. I did. We did start off under a different name as Rochester Remodeling Pro, and we pretty much did anything. We did kitchens, bathrooms, basements, roofing, painting, electrical, plumbing, all kinds of things. But what ended up happening was you really couldn't get good at anything because you're doing so many different things. Although it was fun and we got a lot of clients, we never really became exceptional at anything. And I did end up taking a job for a few years as a property manager. I managed condos and townhomes in the Rochester area. I managed Woodcliff and several other properties. I had 9 properties. And I hired roofers, snowplow people, landscaping people, and they would come in and work for the associations, and I would manage them. And I noticed that many of the jobs were being done by some of the Rochester's top roofers, and they were being done wrong. They were not being ventilated properly. So they were skipping steps to save money. They were overcharging, and then we had a pretty big ice storm around 2015, and we a lot of that uncovered a lot of issues with roofs. And I started studying and realizing that just because someone does something or that they were taught something by their boss doesn't mean that's the way something should be done. And I started to research the code and manufacturer specifications, and I started to just become familiar with, what is the standard? What's the right way to do a roof? It's not necessarily the way you've been doing it for 50 years. And some roofs leak, and some roofs don't. And some roofs perform well in a storm, and some don't. And there's reasons why. So around 2016, I decided to leave that company and go on my own. Around 2020, we changed the company to Roof Rangers. And the main reason was because I would do work for people, and we wanted to do roofing, and people would have us do some gutters, and then I'd come to their house and they'd have a brand new roof, and I'd say, "What? Why didn't you ask me for a quote?" And they'd say, "Well, I didn't know you did roofing." So that's when I decided to change the name to Roof Rangers. Had to have roofing in the name, and that solved that problem pretty quickly. And then I wanted to have something that had to do with me, that was like a personal brand and something to do with my heritage and things like that. And so that's why we chose the Roof Rangers. It kind of rolls off the tongue, easy to brand, short, kind of through the military look to it with the Army star, but then the wings from the Air Force, because my dad was in the Air Force. So it worked for us, and we went with that. And that's the brand that we started to build, which is just a roofing brand. So slowly we started turning down projects for anything that wasn't roofing or roofing related. And that's where we are now.